But how would you feel about plans for a geothermal power plant in your village? You might be delighted. Not everybody is, though, at that prospect. There's real anger in Mawla, near Porthtowan, at plans for one of these power plants. It would see a 47-metre rig drill for 6 months right next to a World Heritage Site. The company behind it, though, argues it would provide valuable green energy resources for Cornwall. BBC Radio Cornwall's Francesca Carpenter reports.
Andrew Jenkin moved from Redruth to Mawla for a bit more peace and quiet 6 years ago. His farmhouse looks out over rolling hills and fields, with views of Carn Bray and St Agnes Beacon. The last thing he thought he'd be worrying about is a power plant being built on his doorstep.
We're absolutely devastated. This is my front garden, looking out towards where they plan to put the drilling rig to do a geothermal electricity plant, which is totally going to overlook the valley and spoil everybody's view for miles. Absolutely miles you will see this monstrosity.
Andrew, like many people here, is also worried about the narrow lanes, Cornish hedgerows and local wildlife.
They're looking at, just to bring the drilling rig to the site, bearing in mind it's very narrow country lanes, there will be between 60 and 90 Arctic lorries all along the lanes at wheel rows, all the way up to the site. And as you can see, there's little passing places. I don't see how a 40-ton lorry is going to pass a school bus very easily.
The company behind the plans is Falmouth-based Geothermal Engineering Limited. Boss Ryan Lowe says it's too early to say whether heating or hot water can be provided to nearby homes.
The first step for geothermal is to prove the system, make the system work. Heat networks, particularly in rural areas, do take time. There is huge impetus from government to do this, and certainly from council level to do this too. But it's not something that can happen immediately.
The land at Mawla is owned by Cornwall Council. The authority is working to become carbon neutral by 2030. Councillor Martin Alvey looks after issues around climate change.
Cornwall Council declared a climate emergency back in January 2019, and the one big single thing that is probably pivotal to us achieving our net zero is the upgrade of our electricity grid down here, because Cornwall has so much potential.
St Agnes Parish Council agrees, but says Mawla isn't the right spot. Martin Ripper chairs the planning committee, which voted unanimously against the plans.
We think it's a great scheme, but it's just in the wrong place. It overlooks the Mining World Heritage Site. In the drilling stage, which we know is temporary, there's a drilling rig which is 47 metres high. But even after that's removed, with the permanent buildings on the site, some of those that are left are 10 metres high. So we hope Cornwall Council will see sense.
We contacted Cornwall Council for an interview, but no one was available. The council is expected to make a decision in the next few weeks.
Francesca Carpenter reporting, talking more about that after 8 this morning.